Yo, what's good, everybody? Appreciate you guys checking in. You guys are in the Raider War Room. You know how we do it. It's a Thursday. It's a different day, but we're hitting with you guys, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with us, checking in. We 1 week away. 1 week away until the draft officially, man, and all the speculation, drama, all that crazy stuff. The argument, Leo, the arguments, I see you, can end, and we'll know who goes in that first round. And so at the very least, we'll know how the first round is going to play out, and it's going to calm the nerves a little bit. We'll definitely have a lot more to talk about when it does go down. But we appreciate everybody rolling with us. Chat, I'm going to get to you guys in just a second, but got to say what's up to my guys in the Raider War Room, Chris, as well as Chris Protect Show Podcast, as well as the Severe Raider. Appreciate you guys rolling in. I'm 805 Raider Real Talk Raider Nation. If you guys can hit that like button, subscribe. It's a subscribe only chat, just showing what's up and appreciating everybody for doing what they do and rocking with us. So, but hey, on this Thursday, Chris, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. I'm good. It's almost Friday, man. Another week, man. I don't know about y'all, but it's workings for the birds, bro. I need to find me a sugar mama or something to see if Oprah's still available or something, because this ain't working, bro.
This shit ain't for me.
Oprah, what's up, big head? How you doing? I'll beat Stedman up.
Hey, the grind's real though. That's the crazy part. The grind's real. It's no joke. Severe, man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Exactly 1 month until Sibley. Me and Sibley are reunited. So
that's okay. I want Oprah. You can have it.
Oprah. Oh man, but hey, that's a good leeway to it, because as we all know, and we try to shout out a little bit, May 17th in Bakersfield, California. If you guys are in the building, if you guys are in SoCal area, driving distance, what have you, Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, 11th Annual Raiders Crusaders on IG. They put it down. We're going to be there. I know that there's going to be quite a few people. I think, Leo, you in here, you're going to roll up. If you guys know the guys, Raider Nation Live, they're going to roll through, stuff like that. And so we're going to be rocking, just hanging out, having a good time. So if you guys are in the area, hit us up in the chat or shoot us a message on social media, on our handles, and let us know you can be rolling to the event. So it's cool, family friendly, the whole nine. I think it starts around 2 or 3 o'clock. And it's going to go basically till the sun goes down. We're going to keep the place popping. So make sure you guys hit us up if you are going to roll. Again, Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, 11th Annual. Jeremy Chin's going to be the player doing a signing, so you have the opportunity to do a meet and greet. Bakersfield, California, Saturday, May 17th. Make sure you guys rock with us. Hit that notification so you know we'll keep giving you updates as we get closer. But if you want continuous updates, hit up Raiders Crusaders on IG. He always throws down updates, and they do a damn good job putting that event together. So just want to do a quick shout out to that. But hey, today what we're going to do is we got a couple things to talk about. Obviously, we're going to have our 2 segments. Start them, bench them, cut them. We're going to have fun with that. But at the same time, we're going to talk about 2 big things, right? Jalen Ramsey. There's some rumors out there. Obviously, he wants his way out of Miami. Miami has basically said that they're willing to part ways, so he's going to be on the move. We obviously have some question marks with letting go of Jack Jones. Do we need another corner? Is our coaching staff satisfied with what's currently in the building? So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to pick up his contract, and we'll kind of look into the details of that. But we're also going to talk Colton Miller. Colton Miller, he's a no-show for voluntary OTAs. All right, so it's all voluntary. He doesn't have to show up. But all the reports are coming out is that he wants an extension on his contract. This is his last year, and this is kind of the trend. This is the trend of the players nowadays is that when you on that final year of your contract, you're going to push for an extension. But there might be a reason why he's looking for that, and it's because there's some good offensive tackles in the front part of this draft, and so he might want to get his bag now before the Raiders potentially make a move. And so we're going to chop it up. We're going to talk about it in the chat. I want to make sure you guys get your feedback as well, but we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Space Beast in the building, man. I appreciate you rolling in. Leo, what's good? I'm going to pick up this comment, Leo. Maybe not the one that's a little bit farther down. You know which one I'm talking about, Leo. I appreciate you rolling with us. Make sure you guys go hit up Leo. Check out his channel. Make sure you guys go hit that sub button. He's always hitting you guys up during the week with a bunch of content. My two in the building. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling in. Sacktown, what's good? Appreciate you rocking with us. Anthony in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you rolling. And Rosetown, what's happening? Appreciate you rolling up and checking in. Vinny in the building as well. Yeah, what's good? Appreciate you rolling with us. Jeff, formerly Any Raider Boosters. He's switching up on us. One of his 20 bot accounts. We know how you do, Jeff. But appreciate you rolling in, guys. Make sure you guys go hit up Any Raider Boosters. He's always doing the 24 and 72 hour lives on his channel, man. It's always
exactly.
Raider Ryan, what's going on? Appreciate you pulling up. The Truth in the building. What's good? Leo, yeah, Oprah. Chris said it.
I ain't mad at it.
Man, y'all can have Sibley. I got Oprah, bro.
Who would be mad at it? I'm telling you. Okay. You're walking comfortable.
Mind your business. If y'all see us out, just mind your business.
I'm gonna play it.
Man.
I'm gonna give her a card to Midnight Rose. Like, you might want to investigate. I could say you might want to do some investigative journalism.
Oh man, Myra G in the building. Yes, Thirsty Thursdays. What's going on? Appreciate you. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure I keep right away. What's happening? Appreciate you rocking with us. Lake Show Raider, what's going on? Appreciate you rolling in. John Parker in the building as well. Steve DeLuna, what's good? What is happening? Raider 24 Nation, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rocking. Ghetto Boys in the building as well. Raider Felon, what's good? Good seeing you. All right, cool. We're going to keep rolling. I'm going to let everybody else kind of roll in here before we jump into the first segment of Stardom, Bench 'em, Cut 'em. Yeah, Chris said y'all can have Sibley. He got enough Filipinas in his roster. Yeah, he does. Chris got his count, man.
Might have to reconsider that.
Oh no.
It look crazy.
Crazy.
It look crazy. I don't know about that.
Man, you guys are out of control. That's what's happening. Jack Cannon, what's good, man? What's happening? And C Gabe in the building. All right. Hey, Jack, let me know. I think you're rolling to Bakersfield as well, I heard. Let us know if you're rocking in Bakersfield, man. It'd be good seeing you, linking up. You know what I'm saying? For the first time. I haven't met you in person, brother. So, all right, let's do this. We're going to get to the first one. We're going to talk about it. We're going to bring this thing up. Let's see. Where am I at? Bang. All right. We're going to talk about it first. Desert Raider, I see you, man. What's happening? Appreciate you rolling with us. All right, so Jalen Ramsey, he wants out of Miami, which is crazy, man. The first thing I want to talk about, Fedora, what's happening? What's good? Crazy,
but
can't
even deny it. But before we get into it, people might not know where this picture is from, and that is a picture of
Aiden O'Connell
Ramsey
throwing it up.
Yeah. Hey, Jalen Ramsey picking it off. And if you see the person trying to catch the ball, look at the size of their arms and their hands, and you can probably tell who that receiver is. If it does not look like they are adult-sized hands or arms, you probably know who that is. I'm not going to say who it is, but if you just look at the proportions, you can tell.
Man, Severe just throwing shade from back in the day. That's what he's doing. You just gonna piss off some people in the chat. That's what you just did, Severe.
I was at that game. I was at that game, and it was, yeah. He just threw it on up. Double coverage, jump ball to Trey Tucker towards Jalen Ramsey.
Look, I think. Don't get me wrong, right? That was one of Aiden O'Connell's. I think that was his first game. Was his first away game starting? I think going to Miami, but that was a brutal decision. You throwing up one-on-one Trey Tucker with Jalen Ramsey. Obviously, you can see the other defender in there.
It wasn't one-on-one.
I mean,
is that Javon Holland?
not the
Probably.
best decision in the world.
We starting Oprah, bro. That's not even a question. We starting Oprah.
Oh yeah,
We couldn't K Adams.
yeah. And I like K
Look at
Adams too.
Leo.
I like K Adams. I do like K. But yeah. Starting.
Yeah, I'm
Who
cool with
is
that.
the star? She's a perennial All Pro. We're like, bro, what you with,
Yeah, there ain't beating no Oprah, bro.
man?
They ain't. Not at all. Jack Cannon. All right, man. I'll see you in Bakersfield, brother. It'd be good to see you. Hit Stick Stepper in the building as well. Eric Raiders, what's good? What's happening with you? And the 805's in the building, man. Always good seeing you pull up with us. So you got Jalen Ramsey, and so let's take a look. There's an article. An article I came across, basically kind of summing up the situation with Miami and Jalen Ramsey wanting out, and it just kind of highlights just how bad Miami has kind of handled not only this situation but also Tyreek Hill. And everybody basically wanting out. And basically, it reads: last September, the Dolphins rushed to give cornerback Jalen Ramsey a contract with new money, averaging $24 million. Days after the Broncos made cornerback Patrick Surtain the highest-paid cornerback, with new money, averaging $24 million. Fewer than 8 months later, the Dolphins are looking to trade away Ramsey. So he just got a brand new contract last season, and now they're trying to move on, which is crazy work.
Crazy.
The trade will have significant consequences based on the terms of his contract from last year and the existing proration from the prior deal. A trade before June 1 will trigger a $25 million dead money charge. After June 1, a trade will split the dead money into $6.7 million in 2025 and $18.4 million in 2026. Ramsey has already received a $4 million roster bonus on March 16th. The best time to trade him would have been before that bill came, or that bonus came. Ramsey also has a fully guaranteed option bonus for 2025 in the amount of $18 million. The new team would be on the hook for that payment, along with a full guaranteed base salary for 2025 of $1.2 million. So would be on the hook for $18 million a signing bonus as well as $1.2 million. That's $20 million for a 31-year-old corner whose best days are in the rearview mirror. So they go on to say it makes for a tough sell. The Dolphins may have to pay some of that $20 million to make a trade happen. They're going to pay it anyways, thanks to a contract that seems like a stretch at the time, and now can fairly be called ill-advised. So basically, to sum it up, the team's going to be out that acquires him is going to be on the hook for $20 million this year for a 31-year-old cornerback, but there are options to negotiate. Maybe Miami eats a little bit of that contract as well, and you bring him over depending on how you can negotiate that. And so that kind of sums it up. I do want to bring up his contract as well a little bit. Here, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Here's the thing. What's crazy is that his contract that they re-signed, it's through 2028. That's the hard part, right? So I know that's a brand new contract. So it's through 2028. And if you're going to take him on, then you're going to be under contract for a corner that's going to be in upwards of 34 years old by the tail end of it. So with that being said, chat, let me know. And I think it's kind of going, it's already kind of going through. Let's see. Jack Cannon Ramsey didn't want out. It's the Finns. I mean, look, I think he wants out because I think he kind of knows where that organization is kind of going at this point. So yeah, I think it's maybe both parties know that they got to kind of restructure a couple things, and it might be a roster rebuild. Hit sticker, man. You're saying Jalen Ramsey still a top 10 corner in the league. Slide Miami a 4th rounder. I mean, after what I just read off, would you still give up a 4th rounder for a corner at that age? Right away, you're saying hell no. The 805, I think you're saying wow to basically his details. Yeah, it's kind of tough work. So with that being said, we kind of broke it down just a little bit so you guys have a little more clarity, a little more detail on what's happening. We're going to kind of go back up to the big screen. So, man, Chris, I'll throw it to you first. What's your thoughts on Jalen Ramsey? We obviously, Jack Jones is gone. There's a good chance we're going to prioritize a corner in this year's draft. But what's your thoughts on Jalen Ramsey? Would you want to potentially bring him over? And if you maybe if we did see it, what would you be willing to send over to the Dolphins if you did want to take a stab at him?
Yeah, I'll be real, man. I've always been a Jalen Ramsey guy. I gotta keep it real. I mean, he has that size that Pete Carroll would like. I mean, the dude can play. But I think everyone always wants to talk about when someone takes a step back or their play declines a little bit. But we always got to remember that the DBs are interchangeable with the defensive line. So putting Jalen on our team with the Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins and Kuntz and all them up front. Yeah, Jalen probably can't run the way he used to, but he can run long enough to when Max is making that quarterback get the ball out of his hand, and he could still be as sticky as possible. If this is a situation where we can get him and have the Dolphins pay a lot of his ticket, I say let's do it. I mean, he's a guy who's wanted to be a Raider before. He at one point he basically begged to come to the Raiders. I'm all for it, honestly. If we get him, and this is how I feel about Will Johnson, but if we get him, then I'm okay with being off the Will Johnson trade and getting something else with that number 6 pick or trade back or whatever we do, because I would feel comfortable going to war with Jalen Ramsey and JB on the outside. So I'm all for it, honestly. I can't lie.
Chris, here, and that's so I'm gonna throw it to you in just a second. I'm gonna get just a little bit of the chat in, but that's the biggest thing, right? How can you negotiate the contract with Miami? That's the biggest thing. I don't know if I'd pay $20 million for him right now and swallow
the money
the rest
matters.
of my contract.
I mean, the money does matter. Yeah,
exactly. I think that's a big point, man. It's a good thing to bring up. Raider 24, you're saying you just laid the whole thing out for us. You're saying team trade back with the Steelers at 21, grab the best O-line guy available, and maybe an early second round steal for it. Scoop up Ramsey, Nick Chubb. I think Chubb. I think you're saying grab a big body receiver late and let's cook. All right, man. You just laid the whole plan out. Let's go. Just a couple more. Where's the flag? What's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. Let's say Lakeshore Raider had it up there, but you're saying, hey, what the heck? We might as well sign Grandpa Tyler Lockett. Bring it on. Let's sign all the whole old heads. Raider Felon. You're saying
last time we had a whole bunch of old heads, we went to the Super Bowl.
That's true.
I'm just saying, bro. Nah.
Our coach was 31 years old.
I know.
Raider Felon, you're saying knowing a 31-year-old cornerback at the end of his career, Raider fans need to stop praising old players. We've done this and it doesn't work. Stop falling for the big names and diminished talent. All right, that's where you coming from. Where's flag? What's happening? Troy Gill in the building. What's going on? You're saying no way too much money. But to Chris's point, and I kind of touched on that as well. It's like be interesting to see just how the money will play out, given the fact that article does say they'll most likely have to eat some of that money,
right?
If they even want to make something happen. Jack Kane said, give him before it's reasonable as long as he goes less on the cap. D805, you're saying restructure for sure. Raider Zach in the building. What's going on? M Easy, I see you. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. So let's do this. Severe, what's your thoughts? Because, again, Chris made a good point, man. A lot has to do with the salary cap, the money, the negotiations of it. But he'd be good with it if you did see Jalen Ramsey in the silver and black. So what's your thoughts on it?
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely be good with it as well. But kind of as Chris said, it's kind of, you alluded to, the money has to make sense. If the Dolphins want a good pick, they're going to have to eat some of that salary, because the more salary the other team pays, the less value they're going to get in return in terms of draft compensation. So if they want a better draft pick, you're going to end up either you cut them, you're just going to eat that cap anyway,
right?
Or you can just trade them, get something, and pay some of that money. And then you get some compensation and not just lose them for anything and still be paying them. So
exactly,
they're kind of between a rock and a hard place right now. And, they're just waiting for a team that could parachute in with a nice little offer for them. A fourth is kind of rich, but it depends on how much they're willing to pay. If they're willing, if we get Jalen Ramsey for 14 mil, 15 mil a year.
Thank you.
You not taking that? I mean, the fourth round pick. Even at 30, he's going to be 31, in the middle of the season. And people forget, coming out of Florida State, there was discussion on whether he would play cornerback or safety. We only have Jeremy Chin here for one more year. So if you want to transition Jalen Ramsey back to safety for those last years, a la Dion, a la Rod Woodson, a la Charles Woodson, you have a guy that's a Hall of Fame player in the twilight of his career playing safety, also mentoring a Jacorian Bennett, a DeCamion Richardson. Maybe we pick up a guy like a Darian Porter or Isaiah Thomas or Zay Frazier later in the draft. You got Jalen Ramsey, one of the best corners, over the past decade, mentoring these guys. I mean, I think that's value in and of itself. So I have no problem with bringing him over if the math matches up.
I'm with you, Anthony Estrada, man. We're gonna we'll touch on your question after we kind of get over this topic, man. So I'll promise we'll go back to it. Well, we'll touch on who we want to pick up. But C-Gib, I think that kind of answers your question a little bit. And so, Rorschach Reddit, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. It's severe. Here's the other thing is I agree with all your points. And the only other thing that we need to keep in mind, even if you look at 14, 15 million a year and you're like, man, for a 31-year-old corner, blah, blah. Look, next year, the salary cap is supposed to increase substantially. And so that's one thing to keep in mind, that even if 14, 15 mil is at the top end a little bit, that might be bottom tier cornerback money, next year. You know what I'm saying? You might be paying for a middle of the road corner that brings that veteran presence that can help teach this. He could be that veteran in the cornerback room, because we don't have it. We don't have a veteran. I mean, Sam Webb, but he's not a veteran. He's not a good enough veteran to be that mentor for the younger cornerbacks. And so you could bring in someone like Jalen Ramsey. You could try to restructure his contract. Again, those are discussions that you have prior to potentially bringing him over. But again, Severe, you made a good point, right? Miami's going to be on the hook either way, right? And if you can funnel over, I'd love to see a fifth. If it is something like a fourth, yeah, you still compare that to a potential corner that you would get in the fourth. And I'll take Jalen Ramsey at 14 mil, knowing that the salary cap is going to increase, and we have the cap space this year to do it. Still make some moves after the draft.
What's a fourth round pick? DeCamerion? Then we get him in the fourth round? Yes. Man, go ahead and send him that fourth round and keep it moving, man. Keep that moving. Then we get DK in the fourth.
Jalen DeCamerion.
Right. That's like, come on, man.
So again, we're all saying that the numbers still have to match up, right?
Yeah.
The numbers got to match. We're not going to go and drop the 20 mil a year and stuff like that. Miami, again, based on the article that I just read off, there's a good chance Miami's going to have to eat some of that money for even someone to even try to get some draft capital for him. And the more that you give, it might be, okay, we eat maybe 16, 17, but now we only give up a fifth, or we give up a fourth, and maybe it's around that 13, 14, and so again, the math has to math, but having Jalen Ramsey in here for 1, maybe 2 years isn't that bad of an idea moving forward. Anything past that is tough. Now he's in 33, 34 years old. That's when you got to kind of walk away. So,
see, I think, kind of to what Severe was saying, you think about moving him to safety, and actually shout out to Steve, he kind of said the same thing. You can prolong his career a little bit longer at that point. I mean, everyone who's made that move done it. You think Rod Woodson about lost his whole leg because of Barry Sanders shook him so bad. He moved to safety, and he was able to put in another so many years. You know what I'm saying? And then Charles Woodson was able to prolong his career. Dion, when I did wait, Dion, he ain't go to safety, did he?
Dion went to safety. He played safety with the Ravens. Yeah,
the Ravens. Okay, I couldn't remember.
He did, that's right, huh? I forgot with him with the Ravens.
Number 37, I think. He was ranked 37. Like
yeah, so
and again, guys, another thing to keep in mind, who are our head coaches. If we bring
he
him in,
he likes them type.
Pete Carroll is known for creating cornerbacks, defensive backs. And so if you can trust some coach to make something happen, Pete Carroll's the guy to do it. But again, the math has to math. You know what I'm saying? And so BBZ, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. The more smoke we were giving him about not drafting Shador, the more I know we are taking Shador. Don't do that. Don't throw that out there. Don't throw that out there. BBZ. Raider Pete in the building. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. Appreciate everybody in the building, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. Got Chris Protect the Show podcast as well as The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. We about to do our first start them, bench them, cut them, and then we're going to get into the Colton Miller stuff.
Real quick for Raider Hawaii, he's asked if he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
What's up?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible to be a
Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yeah, three-time, first-time All-Pro,
Super Bowl champion too.
Yeah, I think he will. Maybe not first ballot, but yeah, I think he'll get in there.
I'm about to say, I think he has. I think he needs to be in the conversation. I have no clue if he would actually get in, but I think without question, he's in the conversation. I mean,
he would get it before. I mean, if Eric Allen gets in there, he will, right?
He's getting in. It's just a matter of when.
That's what I'm like. Yeah, I think
he's
for sure.
Go.
Yeah. BBZ, Ed Reed went to safety. Ed Reed was always a safety.
He was always safety. He was a safety in college at Miami. You remember he had that speech?
So,
I'm hurt.
Daddy, what's going on?
Ask me if I'm all right. Hell no.
Oh no, we got Leo. Leo, look, we got Raiders USC in the building. Trading back to the Saints. I know. Go get that extra second rounder. Hey, the Saints. There's a lot of talk about the Saints trying to come up and potentially get a quarterback with the whole Derek Carr situation going on. So let's see. Is Ramsey a really player coach kind of guy? Raider Pete. The only thing I would say is we now have a head coach that is a player's coach. And I think that he would be able to kind of read the room a little bit with Jalen Ramsey. And I think you instantly have players come in and just have instant respect. And if it doesn't work out, I think then Pete Carroll's the type of coach that would do what's right with the locker room. And so if he doesn't think he can work with them, there's a good chance. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just going to throw that out there. But let me scroll down a little bit. Myra G, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate that. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be mad after bringing Jalen since Chin is new to the system too. I trust PG at this point. He's been one of the few consistent things. Yeah, I think it's what Severe was just saying. You know, Chin's in the building, but he's new to the system and he's on a 1 year. So you might see Jalen Ramsey, if he does come aboard, play some corner, maybe he rocks over to the safety position. Raiders Allegiance, what's happening, man? I appreciate you rolling with us. Good seeing you guys. Make sure you guys go hit up Raiders Allegiance, man. Lunatic Raider, always hitting you with fire content. Go hit them up. And I think you're going to be in Bakersfield too, brother. So we'll see you there. Primetime QB, what's happening, man? It's my homeboy from back home, LA Raider 11. What's going on, man? I appreciate you rolling with us. Him and I were kind of going back and forth about some draft prospects. All right, let's go.
I see somebody brought up Lester Hayes. Part of the reason that Lester Hayes isn't in the Hall of Fame is probably the use of Stickum.
Yeah.
It was banned, and Lester Hayes himself said, "Yo, bro, without Stickum, I was trash." He was like, "Bro, I was trash without Stickum." So, like, they banned it. That's like, all right, bro. Without this Stickum, you wasn't nothing. So that's part of the reason I'm sure why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Probably. Let's go. Still Cage, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rocking with us as well. And Daniel Kim in the building. Good seeing you. Jeff, man, appreciate the super chat as well. You're saying if we give up a fifth rounder for Ramsey, you tell me what pick in the fifth. Wait, hold on. If we give up a fifth rounder for Ramsey, you tell me what pick in the fifth instead would be a starter right away. Get a proven player right away. Okay, so Chris, it's kind of to your point, right? What pick in the fifth is going to be an instant starter if that's what we give up. And so, Jeff, man, I appreciate the super chat, but yes, it's exactly kind of what Chris said is you give up a fifth and you get yourself an instant starter.
Yeah.
And if the math works out, Wouldn't mind it. Again, knowing that Pete Carroll is probably has a really good chance of corralling any personality issues that anybody might be.
And and I know people try to act like don't get a trash talker necessarily mixed up with being a diva. If you listen to what's his name, the coach for the Rams. I mean, he always talked about how good of a leader that Jalen was. As far as like watching film, holding his DB room accountable. So like, don't get like just him talking trash on the field and all that stuff is just being someone with a bad attitude. I mean, from what everything that I've seen, he's emotional. He loves the game, but he talks trash. And honestly, as Raider fans, we kind of like that swag anyway. To be honest. So especially on defense. So I'm cool with everything about Jalen for real.
Yeah, I'm with you. And where's the flag, man? You right. You're right, man. We got a bunch of people in here. Can't appreciate everybody more, you know what I'm saying, and show that appreciation. But, man, we got the baddest chat in the building right now, man. I'm seeing all you guys.
That's a fact.
Loving it. I see Raiders 6627. What's going on, man? Appreciate you rolling. You said Saints finally see what a snake in the grass car really is. Oh, here it comes. It's going to start. It's going to start. Steve Johns, what's happening, man? Lester had 13 interceptions after Stickum, man.
Yeah, he played like 7 years after Stickum. He had 25 his first 4 years. It's not an argument, man. It's not an argument. It's just like I had 13 picks. Like, compared to the 25 he had in 4 years before with Stickum. Like, it's not an argument.
Just Steve Johns just know one thing. Severe's got a memory like crazy, so he gonna remember some crazy stuff. So Jason Down, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. I wouldn't waste a fifth on Ramsey. Tired of those divas, man. Hey, but look. We need a little bit of help in the cornerback room.
Yeah, Pete had Sherm. Ain't the cornerback. I don't think a cornerback in history was worse than Sherm. Like Pete could deal. If he could deal with Sherman, he could deal with.
He could deal with. He
could deal with Jalen Ramsey.
So, all right. Before we get to that first segment, man, I'm gonna go back up. I promised you, big dog. I'm here, Anthony. You said, all right, to all of us. Who you guys want and who do you think we can draft or think we'll draft? Let's do this. Let's just go first round, okay? Because, man, we'll take another hour if we go through the entire draft, all right? And so, but let's do this. If you can pick, if we can stick at 6, yeah, Rayman Severe. It's real, Myra G.
Steve, I don't eat ceviche.
Steve, it all good. I'm just letting you know. Severe even gets our ass sometimes too. So we're no one's safe around here with Severe's memory. And Jason Downs, Lampkin's in the building. We're gonna be rooting for the big guy.
If we draft Willie Lampkin, bro, I'm gonna turn off the cam. Go to the liquor store across the street. I don't know what I'm getting. I
don't know what you're getting either.
I'm getting something, man. 100%. Be a hell of a show.
Maybe we go live for sure day 2, just in hopes that we hear his name. Raider Nation Drinking Club, what's going on? I appreciate it and love the name.
I need to be an honorary member, man.
How do you hook us up a little bit? We'll hook you guys up just for the name. We'll rock and be a part of it. So here's the thing: if we stick at 6, chat, let us know who do you want at 6. Who do you want at 6? If we stick at 6, who do you want? Chat, let us know. We're going. In the second. Come on, hey. Okay, Raiders for Christopher Raiders and Jason Downs. They were doing a little mock draft yesterday. And they're having the chat kind of pick, and they kept asking.
Lamp in the second.
Oh man, I was lamping the first. I was lamping the second. I was lamping the third. Finally got him in the third.
I'm getting a jersey if we draft him. I'm just letting you know.
Instant.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say put lamp. Put lamp on the back. I don't want Lampkins. Put lamp.
Instant. But realistically, there's a good chance maybe Lampkin goes in the 6th. I would think. I think that's kind of where he might end up landing. But man, if he goes any earlier, man, shout out to that kid. So, but that was fun yesterday. They're all giving me shit. They told me I wasn't allowed to draft anymore. That in my hot dog water draft on Sunday, I've been on a roll. Al Apocalypse, what's going on? Okay, so where's the flex? Kind of start out a little bit. Our Raider P saying best available playmaker. Al Apocalypse saying Jalen Walker. Let's see. We got a couple more. Dixon Sider, what's up, man? Appreciate you. You're saying Shador. You've been on that Shador train. That's for damn sure. So let's do this, Chris. If we stick at 6, who you picking? Because Space Beast is all about King Tet, man. Who would you pick if you could choose anybody?
Are we going to get? Yeah, I mean, are we going to get Jalen or not? Are we going to get Jalen or not? I mean, let's start off there. Are we going to get Jalen or not?
And then, man,
I'm sticking strong. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sticking with Will Johnson. That's who I'm getting. That's who I'm getting.
Okay, and look, we're thinking maybe realistic. Troy Gill, you're saying O-line. Is Travis Hunter, is he actually going to drop to us? Most likely not. If crazy shit happens,
I think he'll be.
You know what I'm saying? And so if Travis Hunter was there, it's hard to pass that kid up. Lakeshore, you're saying Shador. Leo. Leo, see you off the Shador train. I love it, Leo.
Did y'all did y'all see the I think it was Ryan Clark talking about Travis Hunter. You hear what he said? He made a good point, man. He was like, if you don't plan on playing Travis on both sides, then it's almost not worth for you to get him that high. So like, because he's not like a number 1 corner and he's not like a number 1 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like a Dion or Charles Woodson who you would get like at the number, real high in the draft. And then he's not a, Megatron or, one of those receivers either. So it's like for you to draft him that high, you better expect and should be taking advantage of him being good in 2 positions. So I never thought of it that way. I mean, I always felt that he wasn't like super elite at either, but that's a good point. Like if you don't take advantage of him being able to play both sides, and you probably shouldn't draft him that high, honestly.
The only thing that I would add to that is I think that he could be potentially a number 1 corner in the National Football League. So the hard part is to try to evaluate what would have happened in Colorado if he stuck to one side of the football and put 110% to that one side. Could he have truly been, without question, the number 1 corner last year if he never played receiver? Or could he be one of the better receivers coming out of this draft if he was never a corner? That's the only part that it's hard for me to try to determine or look at, go, man, if a team drafts him and is like, no, man, you're staying to one side, and maybe that one side's corner and you have 110% of your time at the corner position, is he worth that top 5, top 10 pick? And so, again, I don't know the true answer to that, but I want to throw that out there because, man, if this kid put 110% into one side of the football, he might be an absolute stud without question.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't be so polarizing. Like he wouldn't be a Heisman guy. Even if he only did receiver, like I don't think he'd be a Heisman guy if he only was a corner. He wouldn't be, so I don't know. So I don't think he would be regarded as, I don't know. It's hard to say because the kid loves ball and I like him, man. I just don't know. Because he's just so magical when he has when he has the ball in his hands. So it's hard to just think what he would do at the next level, just being on one side. So I don't know.
Yeah, and Sabrina, I'm gonna throw it to you in just a second. But ready, USC, you're saying Hunter said game over if you can't play both ways. Yeah, well, guess what? It ain't your decision. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the coach is gonna come in and be like, "You're gonna do what we tell you to do." Point blank. Period. You ain't gonna walk away from a contract, nothing like that. So, I hear you. That's exactly what he said. I'm with you. But at the end of the day, he's gonna do what the coaching staff tells him to do. Severe man, what's your thoughts on Travis Hunter?
On Travis, yeah, Travis mean. Travis dog. I do think that if he was able to focus on just one of those positions, just fatigue alone, just like to not having that wear and tear on your body, I think he can excel at either position. I prefer him at corner personally. Just a guy with his movement skills at that size with that those type of ball skills, because he's a very good receiver as well. Like, to have that in the corner. I think he can be extremely, like, I think a lot of people like Christian Gonzalez. He can be like Christian Gonzalez, but with like hands, like with actually catching the ball. So he can be that kind of guy. So I think he can excel at corner. I'm not as high on him as a wide receiver as some people are. I think he can still be a good receiver, but I'm not as high on him as a receiver. But at just corner, I think he can be special.
Yeah, and I'm with you. And Ronan does, man. I appreciate you rolling up. You're saying Travis will do what the money tells him to do. Yes, I'm with you. Money is a pretty good deciding factor.
Money says receiver.
And so let's see, Leo. You're saying Hunter's better corner than he is a receiver right now.
Yeah, that's what
the instincts, you can't deny the instincts with him at corner. That's what makes him such a damn good corner, or a better corner is his pure instincts. But man, his body control and his ability to actually go get the ball in the air, even only at 6'1", is pretty impressive.
Do we have any film of him consistently locking down a top receiver?
I don't know. I mean, you see him against T-Mac. T-Mac did some work on him. You see him against that. I think it's that Stanford receiver.
Yeah,
you did work against him a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, going against like some guys. It's like, it's not like you remember, like, well, me being a Big Ten. Like, I remember what Charles Woodson did to David Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, going against the best, like just locking him up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But was David Boston on steroids yet, though? That's the question.
Nah. That was pre
okay. I don't want to hear it. That's Lester Hayes without sticking. I don't want to hear it.
Let's see, J-Rated Nation. No, it's a good point. It's a good point, but at the same time, it's like, man, if he didn't play both ways and he was fresh to step in and play corner, would that make a difference? That's hard, man. J-Rated Nation, you're saying trade back and get 10 more picks. First receiver Golden, second and third.
Yeah, that sounds like a Jeff trade.
Nah, I like it. But here's the thing, man. Like, I think we're all
okay. Got it.
I think we're all pretty much we're all for trading back. I think that would be the good move. How far back, that's debatable. But I would not be mad if we saw us trade back. I'm definitely team trade back. And so, but it would be smooth as all hell if you trade back and maybe you sit at 10. 10 just feels like a pretty good money spot to be able to still get a top guy at the position. So cool, Kev. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. All eyes on G in the building as well. What's going on? Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate everybody. Got Chris Protect Show podcast, The Severe Raider on this side. I'm 805 Raider Real Talk, Raider Nation. And Anthony, man, hopefully that kind of answered it. I think if Travis Hunter is there, it's so hard to pass up from him. But at the same time, I think we're all team trade back. Jeff, man, you're saying I said that last night on the connection, and they gave me shit saying you can't do that or limit him. Jeff, it's just put a little more bass in your voice, man. Go just scare the young fellas on that screen. I know you can do it. Don't worry. Once they see you in person, Jeff, face to face, they'll back down. I promise. I promise.
You gotta take advantage of it though. You can't just be like you gotta take advantage of that skill set. You got to.
You do. Quark in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you rolling with us. Federa in the building. I think I said what's up to you earlier, man. Just didn't want to miss you. L11, what's going on? Appreciate you. Rick L as well. Man, everybody rolling in, man. Appreciate everybody. Shock Bowers, what's going on? We're about to get in our first segment. Raider Nation Jason in the building. Appreciate you rocking with us, man. Guys, make sure you guys go hit up Raider Nation Jason. He's got his channel. Make sure you guys go show some love and appreciation to him for rocking out with the content. SoCal Sal, what's happening? Natural Born Raiders podcast, what's going on, man? Appreciate you rolling with us.
Absolutely.
All right. Cool, man. And Dixon, what's happening? I just don't want a running back at 6. We're going to end with that one. I'm with you. We're going to end with that one. All right.
Hold on. Before we go there, let me ask. I don't know if we talked about it. Would
Yep.
y'all rather us get Genty at 6 or Shador at 6? Had to choose one. Had to get one. I know. I know. Me personally, give me Genty. I'm sorry. I think
I'm
about
going
to cut the
Genty.
feed.
I think I'll take Genty, bro.
I'm going Genty there.
I'm going Genty as well.
Yeah.
I'm going Genty, but yeah, it's.
I know.
Well, here's the thing. I would go Genty because then I would, without question, and Rorschach, not an option. Damn it.
In the 6th, he ain't option.
There's always
at
one.
6 in the 6th.
There's always one in the baddest chat in the room. And Ray Nation, you're saying Genty.
Why Shiloh become the best Sanders out of the two?
Right? It was basically if Travis Hunter's there, man, it's hard to pass him. I know Chris is real high on your boy Will Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But I think we all know that Travis Hunter's most likely not going to be there. It's tough. So it was just kind of best case scenario, I guess you could say. Leo, no, you wouldn't. We know you wouldn't. Let's see, Raiders USC, Genty. Natural born. Let's see. I'll pass on it. You running back first.
That's how I feel too, but just Shador. I know, and I don't hate Shador. It's just that
that's what I'm saying. I don't hate him either, but
he's not gonna play.
My
for at
point.
least 2-3 years.
My point. Get Geno somebody that can benefit him right now.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at, man.
So, yeah, I'm with you. Get a boys. Oh, wait, let's go. Hit stick. You're saying Genty. Let's see. Get a boys. Ready? What's happening? You're saying Genty. Let's see. Let me make sure.
You did. I can check it out, Leo.
Let's see.
He saw Will Johnson workout film with that was the corniest thing I saw, bro. Yeah. Now they're talking about Genty things, like you draft a guy you can't tell. He was really a monster in the Mountain West streets, bro. They couldn't touch you.
Fresno,
they couldn't. UNLV couldn't lay a hand on you, could they? Get out of here with that nonsense, bro.
Primetime man, you said who else if Travis is gone? I know Chris is all about Will Johnson. If Travis is gone,
stick to your guns, bro. I don't know why. Why have you recently backed off your boy?
It's because here's the thing: is because I'm team. If I'm sticking at 6, this is where it becomes difficult because I also think because look, Brock Bowers is going to be our number 1 target, right? So we just need a receiver. As much as I think T-Mac is going to be dynamic, I do think he's going to be a damn good receiver in the league. There's also guys like Deontay Thornton from Tennessee, guys and Savion Williams. I think guys are going to be just as not as dynamic, but I think offers the same type of skill set. A 6'4", fast, 50-50 ball guy that's going to give us that aspect to our offense and still have Brock Bowers our number 1. Still have Jacoby Myers as our full route tree guy. Trey Tucker, if he evolves, he's our speedster that can stretch the field. Or we draft a guy in the later rounds that's a speedster, right? I don't think it's just extremely vital that we have T-Mac with our receiver core. If we got him, I'd be stoked. But that's why I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit because I'm also seeing T-Mac fall. So we could trade back to 10 and probably still get him. That type of stuff. So
hold on, man. You still stand on something, man. You are waffling. You're waffling back and forth. That's why they call you Mr. Hot Dog Water on Sunday.
No.
Waffling.
I put a lot of thought into my process. All right, that's why I stand. That's why I stand on my decisions. I'd hate to pass up offensive line.
Okay, so who's your guy then?
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Ooh,
I really like Kelvin Banks Jr. I don't want to stay at 6, but I really like Kelvin Banks Jr. And that's probably
your guy on the line.
Go with. I think
Grade
he's the
the
number
pick
one
chat.
no, don't write that shit. We're not doing that.
Chat.
No, quick, Severe, you go to your 6.
Man, I go back and forth.
But I'm not staying at 6.
I go back and forth between Tet and Will Johnson. But since we cut after the release of Jack Jones, I've kind of been on Will Johnson. That's kind of been where I've been at. But if we still had Jack Jones, I'll probably go Tetaroa. But since we cut Jack Jones, Will Johnson. If we pick up Jalen Ramsey, though, that changes everything. Then I'm going Tetaroa for sure.
It does, man. James Littleton, Bill, appreciate you with the super chat, Genty. As long as we upgrade the middle of that offensive line, and that was going to be before. Daniel Kim. with that was my thing with Genty. If I had to pick Genty or between Shedeur and Genty, I'm taking Genty, but without question, I'm getting an offensive lineman in the second round. I'm getting a guard to shore up this offensive line in the second round. That's kind of what I would do if I had to go get Genty. Hey, Leo, that name ain't gonna stick. I'm gonna pass this comment up the next time I see it. God damn it. So, all right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna move on. Tien, what's happening, man? Kevin Banks Jr. will be a guard or right tackle. He's the tackle. I think he's the tackle without question. That would be probably bumping DJ Glaze down to guard. Yeah. But I think Kelvin Banks in here, we're going to talk about after this next segment, we're going to talk about Colton Miller. And you might, if you get Kelvin Banks Jr., put him at right guard, depending on what we do with, and I'm kind of jumping ahead with Colton Miller, that might be the left tackle of the future. Just saying. And so,
yeah, that's true.
All 11 agrees. So, and that's kind of what, honestly, that's what I think was our very first draft. I got Kelvin Banks I got Will Campbell with putting him at guard, keeping DJ Glaze, and then maybe he can compete for the tackle position if we move on from Colton Miller. So it was just immediate starter with potentially future aspirations, I guess you could say. So, all right. Let's see. Oh shit! Did I see Rundown? What's happening, Rundown? Appreciate you rolling with us. Make sure you guys go show some love to Rundown with his channel too, man. Appreciate you rocking. So, all right, here we go. Let's have fun with it. Start them, bench them, cut them. This one is running backs.
Okay.
This one's running backs. This is kind of going back a little bit. All right, and so I'm curious to see.
It's my era. It's my era, baby. Let's go.
Kind of how you guys feel about this one. So, chat. Just so you know, we kind of break this up. Always talking Raiders, but we kind of break this up a little bit. If you knew, this is a chat only, a sub only chat. So if you are new, hit that hashtag new one so you know that you're new, and we can just show the appreciation a little bit. But we kind of break this up a little bit, and we just do these segments to have a little bit of fun. Remember, this is at the top of their game, not the front end, not the back end, not through injuries, nothing. At the top of their game, you got to rate it. A, B, C. There'll be a letter next to their image. Put it in order. Start them, bench them, cut them. We'll see who the first one is rocking with us. And so let's see. Running backs. Start them, bench them, cut them. Chat, you know how we work. Let's see what we do. All right. From left to right, we got Fred Jackson. In the middle, you got Michael Pittman. On the very far, we got Deuce Staley.
Oh.
Start them, bench them, cut them. I'm telling you. Let's see what we do. Oh, Isaiah's first in. He's cab. He's starting Deuce Staley. He's cutting Fred Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry. Benching Fred Jackson, and you cutting Michael Pittman. All right. See, Gabe, it is tough.
I feel like Pittman didn't have a long tenure though.
As long as he had himself some good years. That's what it is. Let's go. Myra G. Start gray sweats, sit boneless wings. Got like stir fried chicken. God damn it, Myra.
Pop the balloon of Tyree Wilson.
Ended
it
with that too.
Crazy work.
Oh,
man. I'm going collective bargaining agreement.
What up, Torque?
I'm going CBA.
Oh, you go CBA?
CBA. Go CBA.
Man,
CBA.
Pittman was a dog. Deuce was a monster.
No, that's
Deuce was a monster.
Deuce
See, but that's
was
what
a
I'm saying.
monster.
For some reason, I just don't remember
Michael Pittman
being that fire.
Pittman was cold. I think he was hurt a lot. Pittman was cold though. When he was
hurt, and it was him. And didn't he share the backfield with Work Done? And then
for a little while, yeah.
And I think
Pittman,
he was there with Mike Allstott too a little bit, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like Michael Pittman was a bad man. Like he was
cold. Fred Jackson was cold
legit.
Too, Fred Jackson was
so,
cold.
But here, you guys keep thinking about it because wait, sir, where'd you go?
CBA.
You went CBA, all right. Hit stick is with you on that, Britt as well.
I think I'm cabinet.
Ooh.
I'm cabinet
as well. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Shock Bowers, BAC. Cool, Kev. Your CBA. All right. Fabian Washington. Leo, you off topic, damn it. What is happening?
We picked the accent over Fabian. Like he's Brazilian or something. Fabian Washington.
Leo did his stardom bench and cut him earlier. Sacktown, you're at cab as well. All right, where's the flag? BAC. Okay, so I'm seeing it's kind of, let's see, I think a lot of cut-ems for Michael Pittman though. Kevin Lurk, what's happening? Your CBA.
Yeah, I think most people, it's almost universal for Deuce starting.
It is.
Oh yeah, it got to be Deuce. Deuce did.
It has to be Deuce.
Deuce did his numbers.
Torque, you're at ACB. Rick L, you're at cab as well. Jeff, your CBA. Okay, all right. So your CBA, a lot of. I say, Pittman was hurt a lot, but remember, it's just at the top of their game. Dixon, CBA. Okay, all right. So
top of his game, it was like 1 year.
Yeah. Hey. That's all you need.
That's all you need. You just need the top of the game.
To get it done.
Okay. All right. Hey, pretty soon we got to put a Tyree Wilson up there. Hey.
Tyree Wilson at the top of
Tyree Wilson. Unblock Tyree Wilson or Julius Peppers.
Hey, that's what they be trying to say with Tyree. Tyree has one game. Oh, Tyree, you see it coming. You see Tyree, some flashes.
Yeah.
I told you, I crazy. Look, remember, I told you this was gonna happen. I got into an argument with somebody on X. They told me, well, technically, I tell people gonna say this. Like last year was Tyree's rookie season. I was like, I knew that was coming. I knew people was gonna say that.
Yeah, he
Leo, you talking about Fred Taylor was Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tad, you're at a cab. Raider Hawaii, your CBA. Okay. All right. Let's see. What up, Raider Mans? Appreciate you rolling with us. Let's see. Yeah, quick. Pittman was cold. I mean, it's almost, man. It's gonna be like who was it, Chris? Luke Kuechly. You're probably gonna have to just go back and watch a little bit of film and refresh.
But there ain't that much to see now. Kuechly, now when I look back, now he was just a dog, and I don't know how I just missed him. But Pittman, there ain't that much that you can go back and see for him though.
Yeah, so you're saying Pittman got a ring with the Bucks. If said Deuce Staley, Deuce McAllister, Pittman, it would have been tougher.
Yeah.
He was their running back that year?
Deuce Staley, Deuce McAllister. I don't know. Really? Okay. Dre, what's happening? All right, you in the building? You got CBA? Okay. Natural born. You're saying 1 year for Pittman. I pass. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. Appreciate you. Let's go, Leo. Your cabinet. All right. Let's go. Torque. You're saying Fred Jackson was that dude? People tripping. I remember Fred Jackson. He was a bad man. So look, Daniel Kibb, your CBA. All right. And Rick, look, I'm cabinet as well. That's my final. I'm going CAB as well. I don't, when I put the names up, I don't go back and try to watch the highlight films. I try to go off of memory as well to try to make it as real as possible, man. And so I remember Michael Pittman being a bad man, but I remember Fred Jackson just being consistent as all hell.
I feel like Jackson didn't have that long of a run either, but I feel like he had some good years where he was a dog. He was a dog.
The thing about Pittman is that, as you kind of alluded to, Pittman was always in a timeshare, so he never he very rarely got to be like, all right, I'm the dude. Like, this is my, put the team on my back type situation. But you always see when
he start?
He would, huh?
Did he start?
I think he he had like a year or two where he was a starter, but he was always still years starter. It was still a timeshare situation.
Yeah.
It was him and Work Done. It was him and Mike Allstott. It was another back he was sharing time with. Then he went to
Cadillac. Was he there with Cadillac?
He started with he didn't start with Tampa Bay. That was his first year. The year they won the Super Bowl was his first year there. He started with another team.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he did.
He started with his first year there was the year they won the Super Bowl. I can't remember who he started, but he started with another team. Then he went there, but he was always timeshare situation. But he was like the hell of a third down back. Like, he's a dude like good in pass pro, can catch the ball, can get you some tough yardage, can run the ball. So he's one of those type dudes. I just remember him being like a winning player.
I just looked at his numbers, bro. he ain't have a 1,000-yard season.
Brett Jackson probably only had one or two.
Who?
Fred Jackson might have had one. Fred Jackson, I think he had one style. To look at Fred Jackson numbers, see, he may have one or two.
But you look it up and be silly, man.
Who did Michael Pittman start with?
The Cardinals.
Oh, correct. Okay, I knew he started with somebody. Okay, there you go.
He was there he was with the Cardinals for 4 years.
What is Fred Jackson numbers? He probably had 1 or 2 1,000-yard seasons.
Let me see.
Yeah, there wasn't too many. But he was just consistent.
Yeah, one.
Exactly. One though. Can't tell one.
Yeah, one. He had a couple 900 joints.
You can never take that away from him.
Hey, getting over that. We gotta have one.
At least one.
But
real quick, man, V Sully, man, I appreciate you rolling with us and saying this. Yes, at the end of the day, man, it's a community. Nothing but content creators, and I know there's probably some that put themselves at a certain level, whatever. More power to them; they do their thing. But at the end of the day, for us, for everybody else, the guys like Leo and Jeff and Rundown and Red Nation Jason, all those guys,
all fam.
Exactly, man. It's a community, and I'll tell you right now, me starting this just 2 seasons ago, man, I've met people like these guys I share the screen with, and other people, man, that are good people. So at the end of the day, man, we do it as a good community. So, but I appreciate you saying something, man, because it appreciate the appreciation. So
Leo crazy. He said after further review, I'm benching all 3.
Hey, it's the comparison on here, not against other people, Leo. And so, okay. All right, let's see. Just want to make sure I don't. So, Cal, man, you're at CBA. All right, let's go. Let's see. Okay. I want to make sure I appreciate it, Dre. Appreciate you. C-Gabe, all right, you want tight ends next? I got another one for tight ends. I did tight ends maybe probably a few weeks ago. Tight ends are tough. Tight ends are tough to find 3 that are comparable at the same time, but I'll definitely do a tight end one. I've been looking.
Dudley or Michael Mayer.
All right, Myra, I appreciate you putting up the link. Jerry, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling in. All right, let's go. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up to the big screen, and we're gonna get to the next one. Appreciate everybody rolling in with us. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. Hit those notifications as well. So let's go into not that one. Hold up. Give me 1 second. We're going to make this work. We're going to talk about this big guy right here, Colton Miller. All right. So obviously the reports have come out. He has not attended voluntary OTAs. All right. So chat, let me know what you guys think of Colton Miller, him holding out, all that stuff, but he didn't attend, again, voluntary OTAs, voluntary. But he is on the last year of his contract. That's one thing to definitely keep in mind. And so what we'll do is we'll kind of start out with kind of what you guys think. Chris, I went to you first last time. Severe, I'm going to throw it to you. Again, last year on his contract. What's your thoughts so far with Colton Miller holding out of voluntary OTAs being on his last year of his contract?
So two things. First off, as you said, they are voluntary. So it's like, like him not showing up, like you can't be like tripping about a guy not showing up to voluntary OTAs. Obviously, you want him there. He was a team captain last year. We are going to be running, a new system, new coaching staff in place. So you want him to be there, but we still have the other OTAs or mini camps, mandatory mini camp, and then you have training camp. So, and I believe that since Pete Carroll is a new head coach of the organization, we get that extra camp. I believe that first year head coach get. So yeah. So he there's plenty of time for him to get up to speed. But the second notion is that it's disrespectful to let a guy of his caliber, who's been an anchor on this offensive line, since his second year in the league, right? He has struggles his first year, but second year on, he's been a very good player. And I think you pay those guys. He's been consistent. He's been durable up until last year. He's played good football. He's been a leader on the team. I think that's the kind of guy that you pay. And the fact that they let it get to the last year of his contract before paying him, and he sees other guys getting paid, he's probably feeling some kind of way about that. So I don't blame him for not showing up. Hopefully the Raiders are intelligent and they don't create another need in the offseason where they've voluntarily created several needs. That they don't make the mistake of creating another one. If they were smart, they would have got him paid early before that salary cap jumped up. They probably could have got him on a better deal. But they let that drag out. And if they let it drag out one more, because from week, people talk about he struggled early in the season. From week six on, he was lights out. He was probably a top 7, 8 tight end. I mean, left tackle in the league. So if he puts on that same performance this year, especially in a Chip Kelly offense, where it's going to take advantage of his athleticism, he's going to demand even more money next year. So get the deal done now. Don't create another need in the offseason where we've created several already.
So let's see. I'm just going to kind of get some people in here. Rick L, you're saying pay the man, natural born. You're saying I'll be around more this year. Okay, got you. J Dog, trade Miller. All right, Rick L, you said he's a top tier left tackle. He still is. If he continues to play like he was, if he continues to play like he ended it last year, he can still be considered a top tier left tackle. Natural born said Colton can go bye. All right.
Hell no.
Raider I'd rather spend money on Miller than Ramsey. Fair point.
Yeah.
Shock Bowers said they just need to extend him. Would be stupid to get rid of one of your best linemen. And then Raider Rebel, what's happening, man? Guys, go make sure you guys go show some love to Raider Rebel and subscribe to his channel as well. He's always going live, man. And you, Rebel, man, you do the late night lives too, man. So if you guys up late, guys, make sure you guys go hit him up. You're saying if Ramsey's so good, still why they want to trade him? They just traded for him not too long ago.
You can't go by that logic, though. I mean, that just happens. It's like,
well, and I think Miami kind of know that there's the writing on the wall with Miami. Tyreek Hill wants out. I think that they are kind of going into rebuild mode. And when you go in rebuild mode, you start to offload some contracts.
Yep.
And so I think that's kind of what is happening with Tyreek Hill, with Jalen Ramsey. And Jalen Ramsey, he's getting up there in age. And so he's going to probably want to go to a contender real quickly while he still has some value to him. And so I think it's more not, Miami's like, hey, I'm cool. We're going to part ways. And Jalen Ramsey is probably cool with it because they want to offload some contracts. That's just my take on it. But guys, go show some support to Red Rebel over there. Shock Barry saying it's not like we don't got the cap space. Jason Marsh saying pay the man. You're saying trade for Jap Capital, Dre Dog. Let's see. Raiders content creators is like the gas station fried chicken hit or miss. Appreciate that. But I think, Cole Kev, I think you're right with us. We always see you in here. But yes, some have their struggles. But hey, it's not meant for everybody. But at the same time, it's just everybody's opinion. So Houston from LA, what's happening, man? Colton's arm ain't even right. I think he's good. I think he's gonna be fine. And Rick, you're saying legit left tackles are hard to find. Yes, they are, man.
Yeah.
Left tackles don't grow on trees. There's a reason why they get paid as much as they do, because they're few and far between. The only thing I will say is if you get rid of Colton Miller now, it's going to be hard because we need a guard. We need a guard as well. And so if you let him,
you still need a leadership on that front line too.
Yeah. And I'm not saying Colton Miller's going to hold out, right? This is voluntary OTAs.
Yeah.
You don't know how it's going to play out. You might just let him play this contract. I think part of the reason why he's probably holding out now, because Colton Miller might be seeing the writing on the wall. They might end up drafting another tackle in this draft very high. And if they do, that means Colton knows now he has no negotiations to stand on.
Leverage. That's a good point.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
And so he may not want to get to the point where they move forward and draft a left tackle high. And so that's maybe why he's testing the waters right now. He's trying to fill this thing out to be like, what's the Raiders going to do? Because if they don't extend him, there's a good chance they might be trying to draft his replacement this year. So I would just keep that in mind. But I do like Colton Miller. I say extend him. It doesn't need to be a 5-year extension. It could just be a 2-year extension, and you don't have to prioritize a left tackle this year. Maybe you get a guard to shore up this offensive line, and you only need to address one position on the offensive line in the draft this year, outside of potentially 2. So, Chris, man, what's your thoughts on Colton Miller?
Yeah, man, I'm always big on taking care of the homegrown guys that do things the right way. However, I have seen a decline in them, and I've never really been super high on Colton like most people are. I mean, I do think he's a pretty good tackle, but I don't think he's like a top tier. I don't think he's a top 5, maybe not even a top 10 guy. So, but he always did seem to provide like that quiet leadership. He always seemed to do things the right way. He's always been there for all of the off-season activities like he's supposed to. He did a good job of kind of mentoring JPJ when he first came in, even while he was hurt. So, I like to take care of guys like that. So, definitely see what's needed to make things right and make him whole. If by chance he wants something that's just crazy, that's just unrealistic, then, we might have to make a decision. But, Colton actually seems like a guy who probably doesn't want to just be bouncing around, uprooting his family. He probably just wants to get, a little bit more money taken care of, get some guaranteed money, and he'll probably be all right. So I'm cool with keeping him. Yeah,
Natural Born, you're saying, yes, you could be upset. This is poor leadership starting off. I'm not paying if I can get better for cheaper in the draft.
It's not poor. It's not poor. It's not poor leadership. As a player, first of all, it's voluntary minicamp. Second of all, you use the levers that are available to you to extract what you want from the other side.
Be careful. Severe, be careful what you're going to say.
What?
Be careful what you're about to say. Because when Josh Jacobs was trying to use his leverage, y'all had a problem with it.
I'd have a problem with when Josh didn't show up to camp. When Josh showed up to minicamp,
I thought you were. A lot of people was.
Because Josh was working out on his own. I remember, if you're training on your own, do your thing. If you don't show up to training camp, that's different. But if it's voluntary minicamp, bro, look, if you're working out on your own, do what you do. If that's what's been working for you. And I think that wasn't the first time he didn't show up to voluntary minute. I think like the year prior,
he's always been there.
Either. But people just didn't say anything about it because at that point it wasn't like an impasse because of the contract situation. So at that point, that's when they said something about it. But Colton Miller was 30 years old, right? He's a top 8 to 12 tackle, somewhere in that range, entering really the prime of his career, right? There was a dude that played for the Eagles. He just retired at like 45 years old. Like when you're a tackle, especially a guy that with Colton Miller's measurables, you can play for a long time, a very long time. And the fact that last year, coming off of shoulder surgery, he still got out there and played, even though he knew he wasn't at 100%, knowing that poor play could potentially affect his negotiations going forward, going into a contract year. What did he still do? He still laced them up and got out there and played for his brothers. So, like, you reward guys like that. He's never had an issue.
Good point.
You've never heard a peep out. You've never even heard this. Like, nobody, like, you couldn't tell me right now what Colton Miller's voice sound like. You couldn't tell me what he sounds like.
Right.
He can sound like Barry White. He can sound, I mean, he can sound like Caitlyn Jenner. You don't know because you never hear this dude talk, right? He keeps his mouth shut, keeps his head down, and he works. And he's been a leader on this offensive line. And later in the year, when this offensive line was all together and they started gelling, we started playing some pretty good football. So you pay the dude, man. You pay the dude.
And so, Jeff, I'm going back, and you're saying, why now? Why didn't this come up sooner? And again, it's kind of what I said before. And this is just pure speculation. I wonder, one, it's last year of his contract. Here's my thing is I'm all for every player getting paid. You get your money. You can get paid as much as you possibly can through the minimal years that you play in this league. And so, because you could literally tear your ACL tomorrow and the league's going to forget about you. And so I'm always about players getting their money. But I do think that maybe the talks of, the Shador talks have calmed down. Yeah, Gentry's talks have picked up even more. But I think because there's a good chance that the Raiders might be looking at offensive tackle in that first round, might have motivated just a little bit more to say, hey, let me get paid before they make this draft pick. And I could, so it doesn't ruin my negotiation leverage. And so, again, pure speculation. But that maybe that's why it's being brought up. Houston from LA, you're saying pay Kolton a lot of money and he gets ate up by a good edge catch. He's declining, possibly. I don't think he's declining. I mean, he's coming off of that shoulder surgery, and it took him maybe a little bit longer than I expected. I thought it was going to take him 2-3 games to kind of get his feet back underneath him. It took more like 6, to be honest.
Started off bad, though.
He started off bad, without question. But he looks solid at the last half of that season. Second half of the season, Colton Miller got back to his normal Colton Miller ways. Yeah. He looked damn good. And so I'm not too concerned about him potentially declining, to be dead honest. So Cal, give Colton his bread, keep the O-line intact. Troy Gill, you're saying pay Miller, still in the prime of his career. Jonathan Studios, 29-year-old left tackle on the decline. Multiple shoulder surgeries, cut bake now and trade down. Has he had multiple? I don't think he's had multiple shoulder surgeries. I think it's just one.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, or Jonathan Studios, man. If you know that for a fact, let us know. But I don't think it's multiple.
Did he have a setback? Is that what kind of made it drag into this year? Because I know he had the surgery, but was it a setback or something?
That might have been it, where he had the surgery, and then it kind of plagued him a little bit toward the tail end of last season. That's why he had to sit out.
Because it did seem like he should have been back and ready to go. Yeah,
maybe that is true. But But again, he played solid at the tail end of last year or second half of last year. So if we can get that Colton Miller back, he could, to Severe's point, could be in that conversation of a 8 to 12 ranked tackle without question. Probably more towards that 8th ranked if he continues to play that way. Let's see. 11 probably pay him anywhere from the high teens to low 20s for a couple of years. Yeah, it doesn't need to be a massive extension. It could be a 2-year extension. 2-year, and you can cut bait on that 3rd year. And then draft yourself your tackle. And so, Isaiah, you're saying keep him. Keep him. He is honestly underpaid. Man, yeah. He kept all his cap space and pay our homegrown. I actually have his contract up. We'll take a look at it really quick. I do have his contract up here, so I'll share it really quick.
All y'all talking about pay our homegrown.
You don't pay running back. You don't pay.
I'm not gonna mind my business.
You don't pay no running backs.
I feel like I was the only one saying that a year ago, man.
So this year he's basically getting paid basically $15 million this year. It's not bad for a left tackle. That's I don't know what the rank is, but that is if he continues to play like he did at the second half of last year, that's trash money for a left tackle. So
Trevon Merrick is getting more than $17 million, bro. Come the hell on. If you don't pay this man, bro, Sean Spike Tech, if you don't, bro. Man, come on, dog.
So let's go. Okay, so let's see. Red Rebel, man, you're saying no, there's a lot of him getting cooked by some good ones. I mean, but getting cooked.
Bro, there's a lot of
there's
a lot of Aiden O'Connell throwing some trash ass interceptions, but y'all think he the savior for some reason. So like, don't do that, man. Colton Miller, what he's been doing is a lot better than anything Aiden O'Connell ever has or ever will show in his entire career.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing: there was some of him at the beginning of the season, without question, but not towards the last half of the season. The last half of the season, he played very solid. And so,
well, now I honestly, I think Rebel's just talking about overall.
Overall, I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
like I think overall, like Colton does well, but he does struggle with some of the, like Bosa and them. They used to cook him, man. They used to cook him.
But the main person that gave him issues was usually Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah, but Vaughn, yeah.
But that's part of it is because he's 6'7". So Vaughn,
he had that dip.
Vaughn's favorite thing is that dip move.
That dip,
yeah. He was like, what you
I can't get down there, bro.
You want me to get on one knee and try to, So it's like.
So let's do this. Raiders for Chris, man. I appreciate you pulling up with us as well. Make sure you guys go show some love for Raiders for Chris's channel. Go hit that sub button over there as well. As goes, Colton used to be a top 8-12. He's now very middle of the road. I think he's still got potential to work his way to that top 8-12. But again, remains to be seen. We'll see how it all works out. And so, all right, let's see. Natural Born, what's up, man? Appreciate the super chat. If you pay Colton, how many years and how much money? Again, I think it's just a 2-year extension. Based on what he is now, I say just a 2-year extension. I don't know how much money, to be dead honest, because I got to go look and see what that pay scale looks like. And that salary cap is going to continue to increase. So again, I'll take a look at that contract. Let's go up to the big screen. But Chris, what's your thoughts? How many years would you extend him if we do extend Colton Miller?
With the assumption that his arm is fine, his shoulder, he's completely healthy. I would consider a 2-year deal, because I think at this point, like I said, if we were to trade him, it should have been done 2 years ago. I mean, to me, like honestly, I was done with him after that daggone that San Francisco game when Bosa just ate him up in that overtime when we had what was my boy's name after Carr quit on us. Who's our quarterback? What was our guy? Y'all know who.
Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, Stiddy. Yeah, when he got Stiddy killed in overtime. But anyway, just to answer the question. I would say 2 years. As far as salary goes, I mean, if he's making 15 now, I mean, give him. Those are the top paid.
Here's the top paid guys. So
that's just lineman. Can you do tackles?
Yeah, he's do tackles.
Left tackles. There's the top 10.
Damn, he's already paid number 7.
Yeah, remember, but none of these dudes got paid again already, though. Rashawn Slater, I think none of these dudes got paid again already. So all these dudes, for the most part, are still on a first deal, I think, except maybe Jake Matthews. But Jake Matthews I think he's up.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's I don't know, man. I mean, to me, that looks fair right there.
Nah, because with the salary cap right now.
How high you think he's on a 2-year deal?
I think he wants. I mean, I think you give him a 3-year deal.
He can't get Trent Williams money. He can't get Trent money.
No, you didn't give him. But Trent about to get paid though. But I think give him three for like 18. 3 for 18.
So a little bit under Rashawn.
Yep, little under Rashawn. 3 for 18.
So based on what I'm seeing here, to be honest,
he's to me, he's in the right range, I think.
I would almost, knowing that the salary cap is going to increase, right? And we already need some help on the offensive line. I'd give him a 2-year, and maybe it ends up being It's something not much more. I may severe. You say 18, I'd maybe meet middle of the road and look at like 16
Yeah,
and a
like
half.
just maybe
Give
structure
a
it
little
so he
bit of
gets some
increase.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, in his only leverage as it stands right now, because if these numbers, I mean, these numbers are true, shit, maybe you just extend him and keep his number just almost
Oh,
around
see,
the
yeah,
same.
see, and you can't look at what Trent can't look at Trent Williams deal either, because Trent cap number shoots up to $40 million. So some of these is like what they're getting paid this year. So there's not like what they got paid over the life of their deal. Because Trent is going to get he's supposed to get $40 million next year. So they just did some cap math
They're
to move around money.
Okay, so it's
but
saying for
still,
this
though.
year, not. I got you.
Yeah. So
So
I looked at that deal right there. Like, I know Trent ain't getting I know he ain't getting paid less than like.
yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
So with the salary cap increase, and
it's 2 for 50. So
maybe it is maybe an upwards of closer to 20 mil a year. But again, you could structure it in a way that maybe you have an out on that third year, knowing that you're going to eventually draft his replacement, because that salary cap is going to increase. You're going to have the cap space. So if you want to keep him around, maybe it is a little bit of a pay bump and only two years.
Man.
So, but maybe this is why the reports continue to come out that we might be targeting an offensive tackle in that first round, because they know the contract talks are here, and maybe they don't want to keep Colton Miller. So, which again, I'd understand. I do think the top 3 tackles in this draft class, have a lot of potential. So, Alec, man, appreciate you in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you pulling up. So,
I ain't gonna lie. Seeing this makes me think like, I mean, he's getting he's getting paid fair market for what he provides.
Because Trent Williams' deal was 2 for 50, so it's like 25 mil a year. So Colton like,
I mean, because he's by far the best. He's by far, and he's been in the league. Like he's gonna be probably a first ballot Hall of Famer. So we'll take him out. Yeah. But everyone else, I mean, I don't know, man.
That's tough. Again, it's just about getting that extension, and maybe a little bit of bump in pay, just because the salary cap is going to increase. And so, Leo, stop yelling at people. Okay, stop yelling at people.
Yeah, I wasn't paying Josh Jacobs I ain't paying Josh Jacobs for 1 year of good production, 3 years of okay production.
Severe is gonna die on that hill, bro.
Bro, I am gonna die on that hill.
Cool. Okay, we're saying 2 years, 26 mil. With
that's a pay cut. Please try to pay this.
Okay.
If we get in your room, do your damn math. I told you about messing and do your homework. Log off and go do your damn math. Dude trying to pay him less.
He trying to give him a demotion.
He's trying to downgrade his ass. I mean, he's saying Colton had 3 shoulder surgeries, but only one. Colton had 3 shoulder surgeries, but only 1 surgery.
Okay. I remember he heard it 1 year, and like after they did the test, it was like it came back negative, so he didn't have to get surgery. I do remember that. I forgot what year that was though.
Let's go, Raider Fountain. You're saying 30-year-old is young for an old lineman. Because old linemen last. That's for damn sure, actually.
Trent Williams was 39 years old, bro. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. But Trent is different, man. Trent's different. Like, you just got to take him out the equation.
Yeah, think about it. Because remember, Trent Williams had injury issues too. He
did.
He had them for a while. And that's part of the reason why he wasn't in Washington no more. And then, like in terms of athleticism, Colton Miller is 6'9", 320 something, and one of the best movers at that position in the league.
No,
like
he still got that mean streak in him.
You can't teach what he has.
No, you're right. Myra G, man, if they pick Genty, they'll need Colton, yes. But if we sign Colton means we're getting Genty, oh man,
if they pick Mimbu,
yes,
they'll need Colton too. They'll need Colton too.
I'm with you. Red or white, they can get a tackle in the draft to be the future left tackle and switch Miller to right tackle, just like when they did. So I mean, he could Colton can play right tackle. I wouldn't be a big fan of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that is an option. Colton Miller did play right tackle and did well at right tackle. So I'm with you.
Penn got the body type to be a right tackle though in a power scheme. That's like that. That's what he's built for. Honestly, I don't know about Miller.
Let's see. Yes, Kelvin Banks. I like Kelvin Banks. See, yeah, man. Appreciate the super chat. You're saying Colton has done nothing but bring his lunch pail to work and give us his all. Give the man a fair 3-year deal. Yeah.
He's getting fair money now.
He is getting fair money. I again, maybe it's more of an extension,
I think
a little bit of a raise.
More than anything.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. So if that's what it is, I'm cool with that. Like if he just wants to
give an extension and a slight raise, because
to
coincide with the salary cap going up, and the salary cap, as we said, will go up next year too. So like the 3 years average value like 18.5, 18.5. I think that's fair.
No, I'm good with that. If that's what he's asking for, then I'm cool with it. I'm cool. Yeah. I just don't want him to try to be like a top 3, top 4 paid tackle all of a sudden. That's my thing.
Yeah, and I got to get down to this chat, man. You guys talking too much. That's what's happening. Jeff, man, everyone says we have trash all line. What the hell do you think will happen if we lose him right now? Yeah, fans gonna scream.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like,
y'all want Thayer Mumford out there at left tackle.
Sweet feet.
Them feet is a lot more sour when you playing tackle.
Man, right? So, all right, I gotta catch up with the chat, man. I appreciate everybody rolling with us. And I apologize if I'm skipping over some. But let's see. 319 mil.
Right there, Jeff. I think that's
he's following up. He's saying 2020 Colton Miller shoulder surgery week 11, out week 14 and 15, 24 off-season surgery with complications, injury hampered output throughout season. Shoulders don't regenerate for 6'8" athletes.
He's 6'9", but it's not a lower body, not a lower body injury. I would be more worried about a lower body injury. Be honest with you.
That's him being so tall.
Look, I would have been a lot more concerned with the shoulder if he didn't ball out like he did in the second half of last season. If he continued to struggle, because look, shoulder surgeries for offensive linemen are tough to come back from. You're popping all day long, you're punching, and all it takes is for you to lock on and your shoulder get kind of twisted in the wrong direction, bang, it pops, like you're done. But because he did so well at the last half of last season, tells me that I think he's going to be okay with that shoulder. And so, but I'm with you. Coming off of injuries, for some people, it definitely can concern some.
Raiders for Chris got a haymaker.
Extend home for 3 years, 18 million. Yep, let's go. Salary cap's going up.
Man.
Let's see. I want to make sure I kind of get to Riyadh's in the building. What's happening? Appreciate you rolling with us. Raider Rebel. Hey, we're just about to do the next one. We're just about to do the next one.
Damn, you that far up?
Bro, he must have rewinded.
I am, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to show some love to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think
he gonna be mad when we get to me cooking a Nocano and we off the show.
I think 805 is just that high up in the comments.
No, I am. I
think Rebel said that a minute ago.
I know.
Everybody else talking about I think he just rewinded the show.
Oh, okay.
No, it's because you guys keep talking. It's these guys' fault. Chat. I'm trying to keep up. I promise you. Let's see. Okay. All right. My bad. Because I want to get to the last segment real quick. Let's see. Another Raider Nate. What's happening? Appreciate you rolling. Not sure if I've seen you in the building before. If you are a new one, let us know. Hit that hashtag new one, man. Because again, we do a sub-only chat just to kind of show some the love and appreciation to everybody that's rocking with us. Jason Marshall in the building.
Cool dude.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
I want Colton to stay, but if we can get
when I first read it, I was like, I like where he was going with it.
Look at and Willie Lamb. Hey, we know Rosetown 7 days. You know it.
7 days.
7 days. You're gonna have fun with it. Okay. All right. I think I caught up again. I apologize if I skipped over some, but man, I wanted to play a little bit of catch up. And so, Jeff, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you rocking with us. Make sure you guys go show some love to Jeff's channel as well. Okay. Let me go back up to the big screen, and we're gonna start this one. This one it's interesting. All right. You got some current players in this one. Man, if I get some car vouchers, I probably whatever. Cool, Kev. So all right, let's do this. You can put your feelings aside with one of these players. Okay.
Uh-oh,
Put your feelings aside.
He's starting with that.
Antonio Brown.
Right. It's gonna be
whenever
whenever you start with that, it's gonna be some trouble.
It's not too much trouble. You just got to put the feelings aside. That's all I gotta say. Some people will take it to heart. Some people still hold grudges. It is what it is.
Moss.
And Reese, right here, it's like a homer. Hey, it's always home court advantage in my building. Okay. Go Kev is popping my balloons, damn it. Go Kev. All right, here we go.
Kev needs to pop open the math book. You can't add it. 2 for 12. Give him 4 for 4 with baked cheese.
2 for 12 with 40 guaranteed. All right, here we go. Start them, bench them, cut 'em. You guys know how it is. It's everybody in their prime. In their prime, start them, bench them, cut 'em. There's gonna be a letter associated to the image. Member, we're a Raider channel, but we like to mix it up and have a little bit of fun. And so, in the comments, remember at the top of their career, start them, bench them, cut them in that order. I'll see it and I'll pull it up and we'll make it happen. Let's go. Let's see. Start them, bench them, cut them.
Oh,
Chad Johnson on the left.
Hey, I ain't in my feelings on this.
Andre Hopkins, okay, in the middle. And you got that's why I put DA in the Green Bay jersey. All right. DA in the Green Bay jersey. All right. Man. Start them, bench them, cut them.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Let me know what you got. I appreciate you, man. C. Gabe, appreciate you. Where's the flags? First one in. BAC cutting them. Just cutting them out the box. He's cutting.
You know what?
I can't do that.
You know what?
Where's the flag first? Right, if you go, hold on. If you good, I'm gonna get to the chat a little bit. You guys kind of soak it up a little bit, but they're flying. Dixon, you're at C. Oh, you starting Devontae Adams? See, no feelings hurt, none.
Hey.
All right, you got CAB,
man.
11, starting Ocho Cinco. All right, and you cutting Devontae Adams. All right, let's go. Jason Marshall, ABC, M Easy, ACB. Oh, Isaiah saying easy. You got CBA.
All right, nothing easy about this. All right, nothing easy
about that. You know what? I'm gonna go out on the ledge first.
Okay.
I'm gonna say ACB. Off accomplishments, Devontae is more than Ocho, but off of talent, Ocho better than Devontae. He's just, if you put Ocho with Aaron Rodgers, Ocho going stupid.
That's the one thing to think about, right? It's like quarterback
play. He going stupid.
But he had a nice Carson though. He had a nice Carson.
Carson though. Carson is
Carson.
is the Colton Miller of quarterbacks. Like he good, but he ain't. He good.
Not
get the job done, but he ain't that. He ain't Trent.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers
is nice, but he's not nuts.
Aaron Rodgers is arguably the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. Him and Mahomes, and Marino, and him, Mahomes, Marino, Elway are like the top 4 most talented. Maybe you throw Luck in there, but those are the 4 guys.
Colton Miller.
But hold on though. But hold on. He had a career season with Carr.
He did.
So like with Carr in a Josh McDaniels ran offense.
Yeah. But
in year 1.
Okay. Who was designing the offense in Cincinnati? When he was there?
Hugh Jackson.
Who's offensive coordinator?
No, I don't think
No, he was quarterback coach. He was quarterback.
Yeah, he was a quarterback.
Yeah,
he was an offensive coordinator.
And now, you know what? I think he may have been for a little bit. Or no, I think he was a receiver coach. I think he was a receiver coach.
Yeah, he was a receiver
quarterback coach too.
Nah, I think he might have been QB coach, but he wasn't an offensive coordinator.
I know he was real close to Chad and them though. Like he was real
close to Chad. I think he might have been a receivers coach. I think he might have been a receivers coach.
Yeah, I think he was a receivers coach.
He was close to Chad and he was close to TJ too. So,
but you want to talk about lack of quarterback? What quarterbacks did D-Hop have?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, Deshaun.
D-Hop.
Yeah, Deshaun. When Deshaun was at his apex though.
He had a good year with Kyler.
He had a good year, but I mean, he also had Deshaun when he was a rookie, so you can't really count much of a rookie quarterback.
No, he was with Deshaun for a few years, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it took Deshaun Jackson
together. Yeah, they cooked together.
But he had him only that one season. Like it takes a rookie to kind of hit their peak at least 2-3 years in, and so
I mean, he only played with him for 1 year with Deshaun. I thought he played for him for.
Yeah, I think it was 3 years.
And you gotta think about you think about the conference Chad was in too. Chad was going against like Joe Hayden, and he was going against like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like he didn't have it.
Oh, the Steelers and the Ravens. At that point, they were like two of the best defenses every year.
Exactly. And so it was like he had some tough. Like he didn't have no easy stretches in there. He wasn't playing the Bears and the Lions. And like, but that's a
So look, I think based on the chat, a lot of people cutting D-Hop. I mean, you got C-Gabe cutting D-Hop. You got Rosetown. You're at Cab.
I love D-Hop.
Shock Bowers, ACB, A by itself. Reese, you cheating, man. There's always a cheater in the goddamn chat. Let's see, Myra G, ACB. All right, let's go. Torque, you said easy. Cab. Ooh, you said easy, Cab. Brits, ACB. Raider Why, ACB as well. Okay.
It's not easy cutting D-Hop, bro. It's not easy cutting D-Hop. D-Hop at its apex, D-Hop was the possibly the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, all around receiver.
But just
probably the best.
Chad is different though, bro. Chad was just different. You watch Chad, his Chad
unless he runs into
his feet though. It was just
unless he runs into Ray Lewis.
He might have been the quickest dude I've ever seen. Just bro, he will route you up, man.
That was cold.
Yeah, he would.
That was cold.
That was cold.
See, I can't, but I really think, man, I'm really think I'm cabinet, man. I'm cabinet.
I'm not mad at that.
I don't know how you can't be mad at really any combination.
Yeah, because Devontae is so because if you say Chad is maybe one of the best route runners ever, like you got to put Devontae close up there. Yeah, we ain't seen no route. You know what I'm saying? He just got his like.
Thing about Devontae is that Devontae's releases were so cold. That's what made Devontae.
You couldn't touch him. Yeah,
you couldn't touch him. You couldn't. So once he beat you off that, he kind of just do whatever.
It's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Then you kind of recover. It's like, oh,
you do it. Yeah.
So like, where's the flag? I told everybody, don't get in the feelings about one of these players. You did it. Where's the flag?
And plus, like there's a lot of
Brick y'all BAC.
Yeah. Hopkins with Rodgers is cold though. Hopkins with Rodgers because Rodgers left on back shoulder, and that's right.
And that was right.
Yeah, wheelhouse.
Yeah,
but Chad would just get open. Like
I mean,
damn near with ease, man. Damn near with ease.
That era when he used to just check the boxes of the DBs,
killing dude.
Raider Zach Easy.
What's his name? D'Angelo Hall. He did D'Angelo Hall something.
Dirty.
Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, that's a nasty video. That's a nasty clip.
Damn. Yeah, I really like Chad. I really did, man. I really did. But yeah, I'm sticking firm with CAB.
Yeah.
CAB. All right, let's go. Leo, your BAC. Joel, you're saying AB. D? What's happening?
What's happening? Damn, y'all hate my man that bad.
You can't deny.
Oh man,
his talent, man. But
Chase Marshall, Ocho, best feet in the game. Yes. Daniel Cam, ACB. James Farper, what's happening, man? Appreciate you pulling up with us. Dre, your ACB. All right. Reese, coming back. All right, ACB. Dre, Ocho Cinco.
Bro. The Hall of Fame jacket, man.
All of it.
Man.
The cheerleader. Yeah, all of it. All of it, bro.
Man, the only person
he was good for the NFL, bro.
But no, who else though? Man, he forgotten because he only had a very short run. Stevie Johnson. Stevie used to get busy. Stevie used to get busy, but his celebrations too. Why so serious? Like, he was killing.
Right. Raider Show family, man. I think this is Nab, man. I think I remember someone saying in the chat on one of the other channels that you switched it up, man. So I think this is Nab, man. I appreciate you rolling with us, man. Raider Shield family. We're rocking the new name. Cool, man. I think at the end of the day, so okay. Final. Severe, what was yours?
ACB.
All right. Chris, what was yours?
I'm at the drug test. Torque. Torque, you got I don't know. Ain't gonna be no. It's a follicle test, bro. He ain't doing no piss test. He's doing a follicle test on you.
The hair follicle joint.
Where's Torque? Yeah, this you might. Oh God, yeah. Sorry, I didn't even read it before I pulled it up there. My good, East Coast and Bill, what's happening? ACB. All right, okay.
Yeah, ACB. Man, Chad.
Chad was cold. See, but the thing is, though, I just feel like Devontae was a more. I mean, he could still go through the middle. Like Chad wasn't messing with that middle. Chad was not messing with that middle of the field too often, bro.
Unless it was, he tried with Ray Lewis.
He ain't want no part of that, man.
He got caught.
Real quick, he tried to hit Ray Lewis.
Oh God! Yeah, he tried.
He was unsuccessful.
Very.
Hey,
Ray didn't even feel him.
Exactly.
Ray said, "Move."
He made an attempt. Devontae not there doing that.
East Coast, I hit you up on Instagram. I don't know if you got the message, man. Hit me back when you get a chance.
Oh yeah, man. The putt with the pylon, Dre. Oh man,
that
come on, Chad. The sauce, man.
Yeah. His theatrics was the best, man.
And then just his talk.
ECB.
His talk.
Yeah. No. I always like Chad, and honestly, I hate that the way his career ended, man, with the headbutt, man. You know, because I feel like he still has some more ball left in him, man.
Yeah. Coach DC, what's happening? You got ABC, and forgot to say it. Everybody, go hit up East Coast Gridiron. He's always doing game film, all that. Go show some love and appreciation to East Coast in his channel.
Fire content.
Facts.
So, all right, yeah, man. Okay.
I'm talking about my starting quarterback, Nico. Except when you talk about my starting quarterback, Nico.
Whoa. Now you like Nico? Y'all killing. Y'all killing me. Severe on one today, man.
Quarterback we've had since Josh Rosen. You're damn right I like Nico.
Oh man, he ain't like Nico a couple weeks ago, man. Actually, he probably didn't like Nico last week.
I like Nico. I just said he ain't gonna be no top pick like that, or he ain't gonna be like that next dude. But he better than anything we've had in years. I take it. Oh man, that's like Nico is Geno Smith for me. It's like, is he the top 5? Nope. Is he better than anything we've had for a while?
You see me, Leo? Hey, Leo, you know what I'm talking about. He said now he like Nico. I'm telling you, man. Now he like Nico. Now he like Nico.
You guys getting off topic. You guys getting off topic.
My bad, man. My bad.
Good stats. Brendan Zackton. He said too many people in their feelings. He's got cab all day. He's like, I like Chad better, but to say he's better than Adam. All right. So he likes DA.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
So, but
Nico better. I think Nico more talented than DTR.
Oh yeah, he way better than him.
He more talented than DTR.
Yeah. So, all right. So again, guys, just something that we do. We break it up a little bit. We talk a bunch of Raiders, but we have fun. We do a segment in the beginning, one at the end, and have fun with it. Start them, bench them, cut them. At the end of the day, I'm rocking ACB. That's my final saying again because it's so hard. It's Chad Johnson was a nasty route runner, and it's hard because Devontae Adams did have Aaron Rodgers, and I think a lot of what Aaron Rodgers did helped out Devontae Adams. Yeah. Chad Ochocinco, man, he struggled. He struggled with his quarterback play, but he made it work without question. So that's kind of why I put it. But you can't hate. Can't hate on any of it, to be dead honest. That's the hard part. So let's rock back up to the big screen. So all right, that's it, man. That's kind of the end of it. We did both our segments. We talked about Jalen Ramsey and all the talk, and we also talked a little bit about Colton Miller. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Again, it's a sub-only chat, so it's just a way of being able to show
that thumbs up on the way out, y'all. Hit that thumbs up on the way out.
Absolutely, 100%, man. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. And look, this Sunday's Easter, all right? So we may or may not do nothing, so hit that notification so you do know when we go live. It's Easter. If we don't jump on before Easter, I hope everybody enjoys it, has a good time with your families, the loved ones, however you rock out on that day. So definitely, I hope you guys enjoy it. But before we get out of here, Chris, let the people know what you got going, what they can expect outside of us in the Raider War Room.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to say, man, rest in peace to Raider Spotlight, man. Content creator, one of the first people that I had a weekly show with, man. So, me and him and Leo, we had a very fire show back in the day. It was Leo's first show and just one show that I was on for quite some time, man. So, definitely wanted to give my respects to Spotlight, Darian. He really loved this content stuff, man. He wanted to do it full time. He wanted it to become a career. So, just wanted to take a second out and just show some respect to him, so salute to him. He's one of the pioneers on this Raiders content creating stuff, man. So just wanted to just show some love to him. Then on top of that, man, I'm of course got this show with my brothers, every actually I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Thursday. I don't know about y'all, but
I was talking to Severe a little bit earlier, and I was like, maybe we might.
I kind of like Thursday, but for sure, Sunday, is our day as well. I just recorded with Dub Raider, so we got our show coming out. I think he's dropping it on Sunday, so definitely, salute to him and TRS, the Raider Syndicate. We're cooking, about to get us a show. All together where we're coming back together like Voltron for a show as well, man. So really got some, and we have some epic joints on that. So so we definitely gonna get that going, man. So besides that, just make sure you guys hit me up on all my socials, Protect the Shield podcast, and that's how we do.
Yeah, and look, I didn't know, I heard the news go down about Raider Spotlight, and again, I just started this content stuff 2 seasons ago, and I really didn't pay attention to all of it. So I really didn't know who he was, to be dead honest with you.
Yeah.
And then I went back and I checked out his channel. I was like, oh shit, he was doing it for a long time.
Long time.
He's doing it for a long time. And so, yeah, shout out to him, man. Prayers to his family and all that. And I hope, it's hard when you hear stuff like that. So without question, man,
for sure.
Shout out to you, Chris, for just pointing that out and making that known. But Severe, let the people know what you got going on, what's happening, and what they expect from you.
You guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider, or YouTube, IG, Snapchat, TikTok, X, all that good stuff. Talk a lot of trash on X, man. So if y'all want to at me, hit me up. I don't turn down no fades. But anyway, y'all know where you can find me, man. Tuesdays, 50/50 show. Rocking out with my guys as well on Tuesdays, the Raider Roar Room. Next up, I'm about to be hopping on Around the Shield with my brother Pharaoh NFL. We got Marcus Tape Don't Lie on there, man. So hey, you ain't got to go nowhere. Just stay on my channel. I can watch that right now. And make sure you check us out, man. If you haven't subbed to my guys already, make sure you do that, man. They both putting out fire content, man. Hit those notification bells. If you enjoy what you saw today, make sure you spread the love, share it with some people that you think would enjoy it as well.
Yeah, 100%. And one last reminder, Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, Bakersfield, California, Saturday, May 17th. If you're in the area, come check it out. More information, go to Raiders Crusaders on IG. Jeremy Chin's going to be there. Opportunity to kind of get some meet and greets, the whole nine, family event. But if you guys in the area, go hit it up. Hit us up in the chat or on social media. Let us know that you're rocking. So you can roll on down, put some names to faces, and have some fun. So Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, Bakersfield, California. And Leo, yes, you're going to be there. We're going to make it happen. And so let me go back up to the big screen. But yeah, I'm 805 Raider. My channel is Real Talk Raider Nation. I go live with my guys in the Raider War Room on Sundays, and we're going to just say, yeah, do your thing. On Sundays, and we also I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's do this. Cool. On Sundays, then it's going to be in the middle of the week at some point. We may switch it up on you guys, but I appreciate everybody rocking with us. I do the lives, but also I do my own individual videos, which I'm going to go get back and start doing. I haven't done it consistently in the last couple of weeks because I'm going to be changing environments. My youngest daughter shares this wall with me, and she don't get too happy when we go to late nights. And so I'm switching rooms. I'm doing another. I'm going to another room so I could do the late night lives with my guys. Because if we sign another Adam Butler, it might go off. I'm just letting you know. If Willie Lampkin is signed, it might
Willie
go off.
Lump, baby.
I just got to make sure I'm not sharing a wall with my youngest, so I don't keep her up when she's got to go to bed. So I'm switching up rooms. My office is going to be in another room. We're going to have some fun, man. But nah, man, Radio Show family, I appreciate the super chat, brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, 100%. And man, make sure if you do go live with Jeff and all those guys, man, I'm gonna jump in there and say what's up, man. I appreciate you. And that, man, I think someone mentioned you might be starting a channel too. And if you are, let us know. Hit us up on social media and stuff so we can shout out your channel as well, man. So I appreciate you. Appreciate the live. But man, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody just chopping it up, checking in with us. Make sure on the way out, hit that like button, subscribe. We will be doing something either this weekend or close to the draft or even on the draft or what have you. Hit that notification so you do know when it goes down. So, man, hey, appreciate everybody. Make sure you guys, if we don't hit you guys up before Easter, have a great holiday. Enjoy it. Enjoy with your loved ones or however you do it. Appreciate you. And we'll see you guys on the next one. We're out of here.